Let's see. Is that on? Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Can we hear? Can we hear? Yes, you can hear. Right? Yes. Yeah, you can hear. Cool. Let's get into it. Let's get into the explanation of where we're at right now. We're not very far. Well, we're far on paper, but we're not far in Xmind. Things have been a bit delayed this week. Unfortunately, I can't do this full time, so I've had to like do little bits, and it's just not come together as well as the last week's one did. So I'm probably going to redo what I was supposed to be doing, as in go over the full diagram on Friday. So I'm going to need 2 more nights, one more night, which will be tonight, and then maybe tomorrow morning to finish this. And then on Friday, I'll do a stream to just catch up and go through the full diagram as it is. So we're not really going. I'm sorry, Gray. We can't. There's no let's go. But you know what? I said I was going to show you what it is, what I currently have, and I'm going to be true to my word, and then I'm just going to chill and diagram as just a live diagram stream, and try to just chill out. So if anyone gets bored, they are very welcome to let me know that they're bored and then leave. But yeah, I'm going to be doing this anyway, so I was like, well, it's like video gaming. I can just stream it and talk to people in chat a little bit as I go along. I'm not going to be playing you see, I'm not wearing my headphones, so I'm not going to be playing the video. I've been doing clips all over the place. I'm probably going to play the video, just thinking about it. I've watched this now. This will be like my 5th time now. But yeah, first what we're going to do is we're going to just what I've been doing is collecting the screenshots, which is what I needed, what I couldn't do without my computer previously in the week. So the screenshots are all in now, which took this afternoon. But all my notes, which I took last night, are not in the diagram yet. So I'm going to do that. That's what we'll be spending time doing today. And also, hi. There you go. That's where we're at. And I will proceed to show you literally where we're at. Okay. There we go. Oops. Okay, well, where are we? Cool. We should be visible. This is quite a visual storytelling episode. So that's why there's lots of screen. You see there's lots of screen grabs. I even was also trying to get pictures of the book that Rhaenyra was looking at. So yeah, I'm trying to be very thorough with my pictures, but also not too thorough, as in we don't need every single frame. There's so much I want to do as well, which is also part of why I ended up delaying with this, is that I want to put little snippets and things in. But if I had continued doing what I was doing, which was giving little, I've come up with a new way of a new workflow for doing this. Unfortunately, I came up with it too late for it to take fruit in this episode. So it's going to, in episode 3, I will use that method going forward, and it should help me be quicker. I said this about the last one, but yeah, it would have been faster if I had had access to my computer and things like that I was supposed to do earlier. Anyway, excuses over. Let's just go and see what we've got here. Maybe the least I can do is just give a summary of events. Let's go like this. Let's fold all sub branches so we can get all of them to look. Let's go through the timeline of the episode. Literally, the episode is called Rhaenyra the Cruel, and we get let's go for the story. What we get is in the first half of the episode, we get the aftermath of King's Landing. In King's Landing, the aftermath of Jaehaerys's death, the little baby. So we get all of that, and then we go to in Dragonstone, and then we start switching between King's Landing and Dragonstone again. So in King's Landing, let's see what happens. We have, let's go a little bit closer so you guys can see the pictures. We have everybody getting rounded up in the household, and a lovely, beautiful. That was one of the first things that you see coming out of into the show. You've got this handmaid walking with the bloody sheet, very gruesome, and reminding us, yes, that was a very gruesome episode we had last week. Then we've got the king, one of the most clearly symbolic things. He is breaking up his father's what do you call it, model that he's had of King's Landing. He's breaking it up and going villains and traitors and fire from the sky, and he's losing it because he's lost his son. We get it. Aemond, we have the payoff from last week's episode where Aemond goes, okay, yes, we've got the door open, which was also a very obvious thing that happened. But then we've also got Aemond picking up the coin. Remember that Blood, or whatever his name is, the god, he picked up the coins and scraped them off the table, and one obviously fell to the ground. So that's helping us. We're seeing Aemond pick up that, oh yeah, he was the target of this attack. But we don't really see much more of that spoken about much more. Okay, then Alicent and Otto are talking about it. We see Alicent lose her shit as well, of course, and we see Otto like, okay, well, yeah, how are we going to use this? Okay, then we've got the council meeting where, oh yes, also in here, big thing for Alicent is she's feeling very guilty because, well, we know what she was doing while her grandson was being killed. And we know what the guard that could be guarding the household was doing while the baby was being killed. Sorted. Oh. Okay. Then we have the council meeting. And well, we have everybody trying to figure out what happened. Well, they know what happened. But they're all trying to also keep Aemond calm, or Aegon calm, and it's not really working. He's accusing everybody as well of it. He actually almost accuses. He starts to get on his mom's back about stuff. Like he's like, you wanted her to be alive, and it's your fault, kind of thing. Otto is trying to just make him think, okay, well, this might not even be Rhaenyra, and blah blah blah. Eventually we get to the point where it doesn't matter whether Rhaenyra did this or not, we're going to blame this on her, and that's how it's going to work out. That's how we're going to make use, never let a good crisis go to waste, right? So then so that's basically it. He decides, or he proposes, that they're going to have a what do you call it, a funeral procession with Helaena and Alicent following the boy's body down the down the street to in a funeral procession, so that the realm could feel the pain. And of course, it's then you go and say, witness Rhaenyra's cruelty and whatever. And this, if I'm not mistaken, happens. He says this is going to happen before we even get the head back. Anyway, he said that, but we do get the head back. What's the name? The Larys comes in and says, yeah, we found the guy. We found the what's the name? We found that guard. The guard was on his way out, and he had the boy's head in a sack. So cool, we got him. And of course, Aegon just wants to go and kill the guy, but everyone else is like, yeah, well, we kind of need to question the guy. That's what you need to do. He doesn't give it a crap. He just wants blood and death and fire. And yes, we understand that. Cool. Then we get to Alicent and Helaena. So Alicent goes and lets Helaena know that, oh yeah, we're going to be in the procession. Helaena does not want to go out there. Some really cool themes going on in this scene, where she doesn't know the realm. She doesn't know the people. She doesn't want to share her grief with them. They aren't hers. She doesn't know them. So there's a nice discussion back and forth with Alicent, where Alicent is explaining to her that they are representatives of the crown, and that's why they have to do it. Also, some cool symbols there where we've got, I'll show you the screenshots later. We've actually got a parallel that I think they did on purpose, as in a mirror sort of thing, where you see the same symbols happen in Rhaenyra's POV later on. But the thing is, Rhaenyra has her children, whereas Helena doesn't. So I don't know, maybe I'm pulling that out my ass, but I'll show you the pictures that prove it for me. Then we have the procession versus the guards questioning. I've put that now. This is a different thing of, I'm trying out different ways of diagramming these switchy scenes, the ones that they really do. They're trying to do a maneuvering between two different scenes, and they're telling a story using both of them. So initially I'll put that in a big block, and then went one of these each. But now I'm trying to actually break it down this way, see what it's like. I'm just trying to figure things out and then see which one I like the best. But I'll try and keep it consistent, at least within one episode. Cool. Then we go, one of the clunkiest things. Okay, it's not clunky. Okay, let's not say it's clunky. One of the most noticeable things about this episode is the way it switches from setting to setting. It goes, behold, something, Rhaenyra the monstrous, and it says like Rhaenyra the monstrous, and then we go, and we see Rhaenyra, and that's exactly where we go. And then later on, it's like they were just talking about Corlys, and then we see Corlys Velaryon, and it does that a couple times, and I don't know, I'm just like, oh, I suppose that's it's interesting, it's neat. But sometimes I think maybe because I watched it too much, that hit me in the face a little bit too much. I was like, okay, I get it. But when you first watch it, it's nice. It is. You hear Rhaenyra the Cruel or whatever, and then you see Rhaenyra. Literally, the first scene that you see Rhaenyra is like this. Anyway, so she has her council, and everybody is kind of doubting whether she did it. And I'm like, everyone else. Rhaenys is the only other person who's like, hello, Daemon. Daemon is right there. But they think, she's behind it. And there's quite a nice thing of she's looking at Daemon, and then it just goes straight into her arguing with Daemon in private about this. And Daemon, he doesn't exactly absolve himself here. He says, oh, it was a mistake. We'll get into it in depth, I think, when I'm diagramming it in depth. But thoughts on Daemon this episode. The way Rhaenyra put it is to feed the darkness that you keep sheathed within you, like a blade or something like that. It's said a lot better than me, but that is it. He is so dark. He was okay with a child being killed. Really. And that makes me go, whoo. Because remember, I was like, yeah, I'm Team Daemon. But Daemon did not, he did not make enough effort to make sure that child was not a target. Yes, we don't know for sure what he said, but it's in doubt, it's in question. We don't know if he said go for the kids otherwise. But we know he explicitly didn't. He didn't explicitly say, hey, no, hands off the kids, hey? Let's be honorable about this. No, he did not do that. So, yes, we can say that the choices of the individuals had a huge impact, which is also quite cool in this story, that there are these factions, but then at the end of the day, there are still individuals, and you'll see further individuals in this episode, individuals that are taking action, and those actions are having huge impact. Anyway, and they're not always royalty that's doing that. Then Rhaenyra and Daemon speak in private. Cool, they argue about that. We get quite a bit of drama, and then Daemon storms off. And Baela and Rhaenyra speak up. Oh, earlier on at the council meeting, Jace wanted to go and do the patrol of King's Landing, like fly above and just watch their movements. But Rhaenyra said no, and she sends Baela to do that. And yeah, okay, you can be like, well, no, she's treating Baela as disposable. It's like, yeah, well, she isn't heir to the throne, so that does make sense. And she is a dragon rider. That's what we got to do. So it makes we get that. We're just getting more of Baela, which is nice. You'll see a little bit further. We get a little bit more of her, and then we got Daemon leaving on Dragonback. Not much to say there, except Daemon leaves on Dragonback. And he's wearing his armor, which made me go, oh, the boys obviously weren't going out with battle in mind. He has to go now fully suited. He looks pretty cool, pretty epic. I just took pictures of the dragon basically because it's a weird dragon. Caraxes is weird, man. Then Helaena and Aegon pass each other. This was quite a cool just character scene where they are not, we're still in the grief of the child, and they are not supporting each other at all. They're both alone in their grief. This is their child together, but who gives a crap? Their relationship is so full of crap that they just pass each other in the hallway. She even just like nods. She's like, okay, well, I guess this is how it's going to be. So she's all alone. Yes, Helaena breaks my heart, man. And yeah, and he just walks on. They like pause with each other at each other, and nobody's hugging, nothing. That's it. Then Cole sees, yes, this episode I was irritated with Cole. Anyway, Cole sees the blood. I've literally taken a screenshot there of they're taking down the crib and everything of the child, and they take the mattress and it's got full of blood, and Cole sees that, and yeah, Cole is feeling very very guilty because he was just with the grandma while this child was getting beheaded. So yeah, feel some guilt there. Look, he obviously didn't do it on purpose, but he is feeling that I coulda, shoulda, woulda, which is very deep when it comes to literal child death. Okay. Then the Rhaenyra and her children. This is the parallel, or the mirroring, or whatever, of Helaena, because she's basically just playing with her kids, and she can because her kids are alive, and Helena's aren't. Well, Helena's son isn't. So there is that thing, and also there is a view of dust in the air, which is reminiscent of Helena's also dust in the air thing. I'll show you with pictures, but yeah, we have another Alicent bath, guys. We had one last week. Now we're going to have this one this week, and she doesn't scrub this time. She's just going to try and drown herself. No, she doesn't really, but she just goes underwater and she's trying to absolve herself. It's very symbolic. We get it. Very cool stuff. She's guilty as well, and we knew that from earlier conversations. Then Cole, with his guilt, goes around and goes to, it's Eric, right? Yeah, it's Eric. I keep getting them confused. Don't blame me. But in my notes, he was Eric, and then I realized he's Eric, and then I don't know. I might have changed them around again. Let me know. But yeah, he goes and confronts King's Landing's twin, and sees how he's got a dirty, dirty cloak, and just everything that he says in this conversation could apply to himself. The projection is really on the nose. Oh, how could you sully our ancient honor? Yes, how did you sully the ancient honor, Cole? And just basically everything that he's saying to this guy is he's thinking about it to himself. So he wants to push this Eric guy over. Oh no, he's going to try and do something and get something done, act in some way so that he can feel like he's done something. He sends this guy off to go and act like his brother at Rhaenyra's place and go and kill her. That's what she needs to. He's off to do, and he manipulates him quite. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's quite smart, but also just brute force kind of thing. It's just he's using his authority to just boss this guy around, and and the threat of him being seen as a traitor pushes him forward to go and kill Rhaenyra. So that's his thing, and also just lots of notes about how fucking weird Cole is. Okay, if you saw that post that that picture that I posted of just the random notes, the one that I took, the page that I took a picture of said he's so weird on it, and I was like, oh, okay, you know what, that's cool. I don't know. I'm not usually writing my commentary. Actually, when and not my lol commentary at all. But I just had to so many times. I was just so pissed off with him last night that I had to say, "Oh my god, Cole is so weird." Okay, and so weird and so mad. And I'll show you the pictures. Okay, then Baela and Jace speak. They are on the Dragonstone, and they really want us to notice that Baela has a crossbow. I noticed. Okay, and they talk. It's really nice. It's and tender because they talk about fathers, and Baela's like, I don't know if I think sometimes I hate my father. Cool, makes sense because he's a bit aloof and whatever. But then she also speaks to Jace about yes, her uncle, which is his father. And then she asks about Sir Harwin Strong, and he answers openly, which I really liked. It was a nice and tender moment where it's like, for once, we're not yelling and screaming at each other about being bastards. We're just dealing with the situation and talking about the truth, which is really cool. Although there was a clunky line in there, there's some clunky lines in the dialogue this episode, but again, it becomes clunkier the more I watch it. And the more I sit and obsess about it and say, hey, there's the clunky line. When you watch it the first time, you're just like, okay, cool, it's fine, we're happy. Then another one with clunky in it. And I say this again, just noticing the quality of other people's work. That doesn't mean that I would have better work. It's literally just, I don't know, I've experienced better. And I'm pointing it out. Anyway, Aemon visits the whorehouse, but see, he's not doing sexy time exactly in the whorehouse. He's gone to be cuddled in this bed thing where he drinks milk, and she can't get very sexy with him in this area. And he talks about how he's actually kind of proud because he knows Daemon was after him. But we don't really get him telling that to other people. We only got this lady, and we got one of the clunky lines that happen here. It's just a passing one. But it reflects on the theme of, when the royalty are fighting, the small folk suffer. And guess what? We have another clunky transition. Not clunky, okay? Very obvious transition, because we have the small folk like me. We end the dialogue with the small folk like me. And then we go to more small folk. I don't know. It's too obvious in my head, but I was like, okay, I get it. Well done. I don't know. I wanted it to be a little bit more hidden and more nuanced, but whatever. Okay. So more small folk. We got Hugh the blacksmith. Remember him? Oh, and he speaks to his wife, and also we saw his wife in the procession earlier. So don't worry. Everyone that gets like a couple seconds of screen time, you're like, oh, I've got to remember that person. So yeah, we saw his wife, and now the wife is in the house, and yeah, they're talking about the blockade, the effects of the blockade are still ongoing, and we're just following Hugh. I hear he's going to be very cool, but yeah, I remember I haven't read the books, and I'm keeping it that way until the end of the seasons. I don't know. I haven't decided whether I'm going to wait until the end of the show to read, or whether the end of this season. Maybe I'll just have like an ongoing poll about that. Okay, Ship Brothers. This is the clunkiest of the scenes. Ship Brothers reunite. But whatever, we get a new character, which Gordon has some predictions for, especially because we see him a bit later on looking at dragons. But yeah, that this is coming from people that haven't read the book. So yeah, we have the payoff from last episode where they said he's going to talk to his brother, the shipwright. And yes, I have a question mark here as to the place it's happening, because there's ships and I don't know. There's a sea nearby, so I've got question mark, whatever. Okay, and then guess what? We've got another clunky transition, because they're talking about Corlys, and then Corlys is right there. I don't know. I think I've got too much meme in my head. And yeah, so we literally get straight into Corlys's face in the next scene. And Rhaenys is talking just about where Daemon's going, what Daemon's you know, what do you call it? What his feelings could be, what his intentions are, and what Rhaenyra should be watching out for. And it seems like she's watching out for the queen, although it does make me go, hey, she wouldn't mind being queen. Rhaenys, she wouldn't mind. She seems to be enjoying the fact that there is an queen that has happened, but at the same time, you can't pretend that she's not interested in it. I don't think so. She says one thing, but then we've got the Rhaenyra and Mysaria. We've got the queen. We won't let the queen falter, and then we get the queen in the next scene. So we get this nice thread that's very thick, that you can very visibly see where the story is going. Yeah, we go from, oh, the queen will not falter, or we make sure the queen won't falter. Boom, here's the queen. She's reading. And we go and we see that. I took some screenshots of the book. Didn't read very clearly. So I need to get better. Maybe I'm going to see if I can get better screenshots later on. And then, yeah, she basically speaks to Mysaria to try and find out what information did she give, what was her part in this shit show that Daemon has now put upon them. And she just gave two names, and oh, Rhaenyra also remembers now that Mysaria was Daemon's ex-lover. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know if she is worried, but I would be like, okay, what's Daemon doing? Is Daemon straying from me now? I don't know. I would think of that. And then yeah, she says, just leaving the beach. She doesn't say she's leaving the beach. Lucifer says, just leaving the beach. Hope everyone is having a great day. Enjoy. Well, I'm glad I hope you enjoyed the beach. I would not go anywhere near a beach right now. It is really, really summer. Very summery in Dubai right now. It is 38 degrees Celsius at 10 o'clock at night. I'm not okay. Okay, so actually I'm very okay because I have aircon. Then yeah, Mysaria, she basically is telling Mysaria, White Worm, that she's not going to set her free, even though Daemon said he was going to give her freedom. So we got this, well, she's not going to let you free. And then we get 38 degrees C. No thanks. Yeah, exactly. The shipwright guy, Adam, sees a dragon, but now I had that written as sees a dragon, but he actually, I think he does see Baela on. Okay, I don't know anything about the dragons. I want only to use the context of the show to navigate through, so that so that we can make sure that the show has made sense to someone like me who hasn't read the books, who isn't going and looking for all the lore yet. I want to see what the show gives me, and it seems like this would be Moondancer. I mean, that's the color of a dragon that I would call Moondancer. And also, I did take another screenshot. I took a closer look. It looks like Baela is on this dragon. But on the other hand, if that is a free dragon just flying around, but also initially, my initial thought of this was just, oh, look at the small folk looking up at the big dragon, the royalty. The royalty flies up around there, and we just here on the floor scrounging for little shells in the water. Cool. Okay, then we've got the rat catchers on display. in King's Landing. Because why? Oh well, because the guard let Laris know that he had an accomplice and it was a rat catcher, but he doesn't know his name. So instead of saying, okay, which one of these was the guy, they don't really have time for that. They just killed him. They killed the guard, which I understand is blood. And then Cheese over here is the rat catcher. He gets killed, but so does the rest of the household's rat catchers. They all get hung because you know what? We need. He said it was a rat catcher, so it's like, oh well, you know what? The guy, the person that robbed me has brown hair. Everybody with brown hair now must die. That basically, that's the logic that we've used there, and we don't care. And of course, we get the. There is a little bit of clunky stuff here, just one or two lines. Like we really don't need somebody going, oh no, my son. We don't need that. No. But I'm being picky. I really am. It's not the end of the world. And then we also get a Poochie, which is the rat catcher's dog, which that's cute. Okay, just cute. Then Otto obviously confronts Aegon because that was Aegon's doing, really. Oh, and it's kind of, I guess this is kind of Joffrey-ish. Can say how this is Joffrey-ish. Remember Joffrey when you put the heads on the spikes, you know, that whole thing. So we're thinking of that, but I still don't think Aegon is as evil as Joffrey was. I really don't think so. I think he's just impulsive and immature. Anyway, we'll get into deep details on the Friday stream with that. But then you also confronts Aegon. He's like, "What the hell, bro? Why are you going to kill everybody? We just said, look how horrible Rhaenyra is. She kills people and doesn't care, and then you go and just kill all the rat catchers. It's not as bad as a dead child, but it's pretty bad." Meh. So that kind of leads us to Otto just not being the hand anymore. We saw that coming. It was nicely set up by Laris in the previous episode where he's like, I'm not I'm not your Otto was your father's hand. You he shouldn't be. So you've actually got the actual line. Aegon says, "You are my father's hand, not mine." Cool. So we get it like that really good setup and payoff. Nicely done, expertly crafted and done. But guess who it goes to? The Hand of the King goes to my favorite crazy person, Kristen Cole. As I've spoken about him, but we're starer into nothing. Or he stares into nothing. And I'll show you several times he does this, and I will do it in every diagram coming forward, unless it's actually too much, because every scene, if he's in a very long scene, there are a lot of these moments where he just stares into nothing. It's annoying, and I hope it annoys you as much, and you cannot unsee it. I'm sure you've seen it. I'm sure you've noticed, but now you're going to start counting it, and I'm glad that I've ruined your life. Cool. So after our great Cole gets the hand of the king. Rhaenyra frees Mysaria. Psych! She wasn't going to free her, but now she does, because my house is I need to keep my word. Also, probably let's just get the shit away from our husband. Cool. That's probably a good thing. She's sending her on a boat or whatever, just down basically to make sure that she's far away. Rather than exactly setting her free to do as she pleases. She's supposed to be going by Pentos to Myr. Mysaria's cringe. Oh my god, our heels hurt. She was worse in season 1. She's better. She's better this season. But that does not mean that she is on par with the rest of the cast in her acting. And I want to talk. I don't know how to act for shit. But that doesn't matter. You, as a person, as a human, you can comment on how people act, and sometimes it takes me out of the show because I'm too busy going, is she good or bad? I don't. What is she? And you know what? Listen, I think it's pretty good to just be happy that Mysaria has improved, because she was very bad in the previous season. She really was horrible. So maybe she's just, like I said in my season my episode 1 review. Maybe she's just better at being downtrodden. Like when she's cocky, when she tries to be confident, it doesn't come off right. It just doesn't work. But anyway, yes, thank you. Mysaria is cringe. Um, then Mysaria leaves. She sort of leaves, and she goes a moment, because she sees Arik coming in, to do his spy work. Oh, this is Flaccid. Oh, I didn't even realize. Obviously, I haven't even. I don't think you've ever interacted with this account. Okay. Anyway, so then Mysaria leaves. Blah blah. I've spoken about that. You have this nice moment where you're like, will she tell them? Will she not? And then she says one moment, and you're like, okay, cool. So I think she's going to do that. But you kind of go, why are we not running to stop this guy? There are some things that you can complain about logic wise, but you're like, okay, well, you get the suspense from this moment where we know that Arik has come in, and then we're trying to figure out how this is going to not go well for Arik, because she's seen him, and because this is still a challenge. Arik still has to not be seen by Eric or anyone else. Anyone else at the same time, at least. So he enters Dragonsword, and there's a nice clunky line here where he goes, "The enemy is about, sir." It's like, yes, you're the enemy, but very cute. Good line. And then he does some cool. I took lots of screenshots of just the nice way that they dealt with the him walking through the passageway and making his way downtown, walking fast, with missing his brother. And there's like that twin moment where it seems like he noticed, which was also quite a nice little moment. And then we go, okay, cool. Then I've split it, because he actually got into the room, Rhaenyra's room, and then I've just got the brothers fight. I didn't do any sort of fight scene or autopsy thingy there. I can't do that. I also don't have enough frames for that, because I need a what do you call it, a VLC version where I can go frame by frame, so I can actually look at the Zax. I can actually look at the fight scenes a lot closer, because I was also trying to figure out whether I could keep track of who's who in the fight scene, as well as other people. You should diagram out of that whole Rhaenyra versus Daemon convo. I can do that now. Once I finish this last bit here, we could literally do it. Zax, hello, AJ's dad. They're not the same person. Okay. So yeah, we've got the brothers fighting. The brothers fight, and because the one has found the other, and we've said, okay, I suppose we Mysaria helped out, blah blah. We get some stuff where we're like, okay, the queen really needs to get out of here, but she doesn't. And yeah, the help does come on the way, but Eric lands up killing Eric, and then Eric lands up killing himself, which is basically the same thing, because they are one soul in two bodies. So both of them die on the same day. He kills himself because he's killed his brother, and that is a beautiful metaphor for just what this whole war is doing to people, doing to families. It's quite beautiful. Not that I'm happy that these guys died. Okay, then Otto and Alicent speak. They are just talking about him leaving because he's no longer the Hand of the King, and where he's going to go. Oh, he's going to actually go to. He was going to try to go to Old Town, but instead he says he's. Alicent tries to convince him to go to High Garden, so that he can rally the Rose people, okay? Because they're faltering apparently. For me, I think that might be because she doesn't trust her dad, but I'll get into that in more detail in a later stage. Alicent sees Aegon's weeping, so that's just it's just a character scene, just a thing of him. She sees him weeping. She doesn't really do anything. She sees him crying there. He's still absolutely broken up. He's killed the guy that killed his son. He's killed all of the rat catchers. He's pushed his grandfather out. He's still stuck with the grief, and he's not with his wife. Yes, my sister wife, but he's not with his wife in his grief, and he's not with his mother either. He's just alone, crying there. And then Alicent goes with her grief, and just does some grief sex with Cole again. So that's how they cope with their grief. They're just bone, and that's how the episode ends. Maybe Kitty could diagram AJ's descent into symptom. Symptom for who? I need evidence. Okay, so that's just what happened overall. Yeah. One of the things. So I had my husband. His feedback for this was there's not enough action. Yeah, there was some action in this, but there was a lot of character work in this. But for this episode, so I understand why he was like meh. But for me, it was very juicy. Very juicy stuff. And of course, from a diagramming point of view, there's always lots to say, really. I wonder if I was like to diagram the Acolyte or something like that, whether I would probably be able to say a lot. Even so. Speak of simp and he shall have fear. AJ simps for Tim. Well, who doesn't simp for Tim? Right? Okay. Let's just get some how long does it take us to get to the Rhaenyra's Council? Rhaenyra and Daemon speak in private. That's the conversation that they do. If I had to do the whole conversation, I think I would need a different map for that because I don't want to have this huge detail dump over here. I mean, I can. I have the detail dump here, and then I don't know, summarize it at some other stage. Me and Tim are Laenor and Head Smashed Dude. Head Smashed Dude. Fair point. Tim also knows karate. Yes, he does. He will kick your ass. What shall I do? I can get this. Where is my headset? Okay, I will let's do this. It's a chill stream anyway. It has to get done at some point. We can just pick a scene. But first, let me actually first just get my silly notes down. Because that's what the original plan was to do. Let's just so what we're doing is I'm taking Placid's suggestion and I'm going to do this whole conversation between them. I actually might need to do it. Okay, this is a problem. It's a problem to have too many options. It's very because there's so many ways to diagram one thing, and then I'm like, I have to make a decision, and decisions are not great. I'm a woman. I can't make decisions. Okay. Control. Okay, we are going to have for our characters. We have Daemon, Rhaenyra, House Targaryen. Okay. And we could just have Baela will be over there. That's fine. Okay. That is just when Baylor sees him in the hallway. Let us get into it. So the characters there. Oh, we're in Dragonstone. Cool. And you're speaking private. I actually will go. I want to go from this. Okay, so if we go here, I don't know if you guys will hear it. Will you hear it? Let's see. Yeah, you will, because I'm sharing the tab audio. Big headphones for today. Okay. So we've got the tiny little screen over here because we're not getting claimed. Let's go here. Oh, I'll show you the clunky change. Not clunky, it was nice. It was nice. Stop saying the word clunky, Chintzia. Okay, so we have it's a curse on Rhaenyra the Monstrous. Okay, and then we get like a picture, we get some. And then literally, haha, Rhaenyra the Monstrous, and then we get Rhaenyra. It's not that clunky, you see? When I do that, it's fun, it's nice. Okay? Cool.
They are accusages.
So in this scene, everybody is kind of like, oh well, you would totally kill a little child because your boy died.
There will be swift retribution in one form or another.
I have seen to it, Your Grace, that the damned
Son.
And the best part is the way she sits and sighs. Like, how dare they all think of me doing this? And then she realizes, oh shit, yeah, I've got Daemon on my side. And, well, first Rhaenys notices. That's what I took photos of in here. It's just the looks. Rhaenys noticing, just having a look at, oh, it's you, Daemon. It's you. And then Daemon's like, it's not me. And we've got Rhaenyra like, wait a second, oh shit. You're Daemon. I'm Daemon. That's basically what happened. So I like that this transitional scene.
The death of Prince Lucerys was a shock and an insult.
He's just like
A mother so aggrieved might naturally seek relief in retribution.
Are you suggesting, Sir Alfred, that my grief drove me to order the decapitation of a child?
I merely thought, perhaps, an action taken in haste.
Mind yourself.
Yes, it is an action taken in haste. But yeah, mind yourself, Daemon. And then she sits and has like a sigh. Isn't this ridiculous? Oh, wait a second. Oh shit. You're Daemon. Just, hey Tobes, what's up? How you doing?
Did you send assassins to murder children in their beds?
I sent the Queen's vengeance for her son.
What did you tell this?
Yeah, so that's the first okay. So if we're gonna dialogue this, if we're gonna actually have the whole dialogue. So she's confronting him. Okay, they're speaking in private, she's confronting him. Let's do the plot bit here. Rhaenyra confronts the killing. Okay, killing of the child. Okay, literally we'll go in a straight line. I will say dialogue. I don't want to do the exact, no wait, then just flow of conversation. Heck no, tell me when the dragons fight, they don't see race. I think that's what my husband is waiting for. He watches because he's like, okay, well, what's going on? But he's not that interested. He just So he's just like, okay, I'm eating dinner. I can watch something while I eat dinner, and this is it because Shinsuke's watching it. He's like, there's a lot of talking, there's a lot of characters and things. It's just no, get to the dragons. And also, he's like, he looked at me like, because I was like, oh, they've really toned down the nudity. He was like, oh no, like, yes, it's okay, like it's fine. No, it's not. He wants boob dragons. He wants boob dragons. Okay. Anyway. Oh gosh. So the flow of conversation. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this in, but let's do it anyway. Rhaenyra. She actually does say, "Did you order?" Sorry, let's full screen this. What did you tell this vengeance? Okay, Bobs are cringe. Oh, sure. Let's pretend that. Tits and nails, skins and scales. Hold up. Oh, fuck. You
Did you send?
Assassins to murder children in their beds. I said I wasn't going to get the exact words, but look at you. I shouldn't read chat when I do this. Okay. Should I do it downwards? Sent the Queen's vengeance.
Assassins to murder children in their beds.
I sent the Queen's
vengeance for her son. Okay, so no, not T. Not T. What was what did I put oh yes, that one. Nice and vague. There we go. What did you tell this vengeance?
vengeance for her son.
What did you tell this vengeance? What did you say to him? Daemon.
What did you say? Laz did, and I am accused of killing it. Killing it, hey? He's it. Bob's on hot. Oh, jeez. Okay.
That a boy lies dead, and I am accused of killing it.
Mysaria provided me.
Okay, so yes, so he does say, okay, well, I'm just going to go to the names here. So, No, that's not, oh, that's just adding notes for the sake of adding notes. Okay, D. And a subterfuge.
With names and a subterfuge. I was clear in my instructions.
I was clear in my instructions. Okay, so we've got the mention of Aegon the Usurper.
Aemond, the brother of Aegon the Usurper. I cannot be responsible for a mistake.
Cannot be responsible. Okay, so yes, yes, these individuals made this mistake, but he contributed to it. At least we can say that it's his fault. He did not stop it. And yes, I know the book probably has other details, Dorcas. I know you're doing things, yeah, but yeah. What I'll say is, yeah, it's his fault. Actually, he is responsible. Mistake. He didn't explicitly say no killing kids. Yes, the individuals are at fault in that as well. Partly. He didn't say explicitly, like, and I'm sure he explicitly did. So maybe my heart wants to say that Damon didn't say kill the child, but he probably did, and because of that pause that we got in the previous episode, where when the guy goes, well, if we can't find them, what do we do? Well, any Hightower blood will do. No, it must be a son for a son. Cool. So what else are they gonna do? Who are they gonna take? What other son is there? What, they're supposed to kill the king? Okay, cool. Try. They could see that the king's not there. Just run. I don't know. I don't get it. Hit the like button, or we will be taking heads. Well, thank you very kindly. Yeah, responsible for a mistake. Okay. Let's go. She goes, responsible for a mistake. Cannot be responsible.
Responsible. If Aemond was not to be found, what were your instructions then?
I love that. I do want that. That's the question I want. If sorry, let's go back. I'm reading the subtitles here.
If
Aemon was not to be, what were he didn't, you see, he did, okay? Chinsia, he did say kill the kid. He did it, okay? He did it. Because look, I mean, his answer is so weak here. Oh, well, it didn't. It didn't have anything to do with the kid. Yeah, but you didn't say don't kill kids.
Aemond was not to be found, what were your instructions then?
They did not concern in any way
that of a little child. In any way that of a little child. So he could have said, don't kill a child. Maybe he thought that was a given, but these guys were horrible. The one kicked the dog, the other one took coins. They killed the kid. They did not concern in any way that of a little child. Okay.
that of a little child.
You said that it was your
Mm-hmm. So she goes, yeah, actually, it's your fault. You.
aim to spill Hightower blood. And if not Aemond, then anyone would do.
No.
That is kind of what I think happened. Most probably. Son for a son. Most of the household. Okay, so it is still Daemon's fault. What do you have a problem with the blacks? Oh. I can't take your team black. Listen, but now, come on, how do we defend Nadia? How do we defend Damon? How? If I remember correctly, Damon took credit last season for some things that he didn't actually do. Interesting that he denies this. Hmm. What's up, Nadia? That's the only thing. Like, listen, I'm team Rhaenyra. In More Things Happen. Look, I'm team Rhaenyra, but I'm angry at Damon. Okay, I'm angry at him because I know that he keeps darkness sheathed within him like a blade, and we need to keep him sheathed. Okay, we only take him out when he's got to kill adults. We can't let him get the children. Okay, we need somebody like Damon on our team, not gonna lie. He's the only one willing to get his hands dirty. Yes, and he does say so. That's why we're going into this conversation in detail. He does say so going on later on in this scene. Alicent Hightower, she's got no thighs. I'm sorry. I know that you're trying to say like she's hot, but she's just got legs. She's not Hightower. Come on. We need a real. I feel like Damon's ex-wife, who's dead now, would have the first one, the bronze bitch. I think she would have good thighs. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, because you gotta. Well, I guess no. Anyway, let's go. Let's keep going. Aemond, any blood would do. No, he just denies this. Just denies. Actually, let's put the no here. Maybe we should. I can move things around at a later stage if I want to restructure. And I will put Optimus. What did you say? RC. Damon took credits last season for things that he didn't actually. Literally one thing that he didn't do, which was Rhaenyra. He said he allowed them to believe that he'd done it. Sorry, bad joke. He didn't actually do. Interesting that he denies this. Okay. Let's go. Damon took credit last season. Some things he didn't actually do. Interesting, he denies. Cool. Let's go.
You have wounded me.
Yes, you have wounded her. Like beyond measure. Because you were just so tempted to just. He's inside. He just wants to sabotage her because he had the same thing. He had the same thing that for his father, his brother. It's just like, but I could be king. I could fuck shit up for you. You have, and that doesn't mean that he's not going to be conflicted about it, about having made that mistake.
Weakened my claim to the throne, my ability to raise an army.
My standing among my own council. That is a significant plot point. Let's put a marker on it. It really is the reason shit has gone down for her. So thanks for that. It's nice that she said.
My standing among my own council.
I said no.
He said no. Do we believe him? Own up to it, Damon.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, I don't believe you. I take back my brain comment about Nadia. I forgot she loves the blacks. Okay. Are you just you're a racist, AJ? Damon doesn't lie. Yes, Damon is innocent because why? Because he's sexy, so it's fine. I said no. Oh, he said no, all assertive like and masculine. We have to believe him, Your Honor. When have we seen Damon lie? Well, he basically he did lies of he does lies of omission. Okay, that's still a lie. Because yes, he technically didn't say if not Aemond, then any blood would do. Hightower blood would do. He did learn that. He did say that, but he didn't say that exact phrase, so he'll say no. When you type wrong pin in a Galaxy too many times, you don't get a warning. Instead, Samsung decides to lock your phone permanently, and you have to go to the store to get a factory reset. Well, thanks for letting us know that that's how it goes. Yeah, Damon's innocent, and Rhaenyra knows Damon. She's like, yeah, no, I don't believe you. Whenever anyone says I don't believe you, I just think of Anchorman. So that's why I was late to the stream. You are not excused, but thank you for giving us the excuse. I mean, technically I was late to the stream, so we come to it at last.
So we come to it at long last.
Oh, at long last. Damn it, I got it wrong. Okay. So let's have a look here. What we're here. Here we are just doing the questioning. So it's just the question and denial. So let's summarize you. Just all of you over here. Question and denial. Well, accusation and denial. Okay, we've got that section. Then we've got... No, you are not part of the summary. Go away. Is it going to start keeping this stuff part of the summary? You're not part of the summary. Go away. I want new thing. Thank you. Is it outside of... I think that's outside of the summary. Or... So we come to it at long last. Okay. So this is why we wanted to diagram this conversation. This is the part of... This is the reasoning.
Cannot trust you, Damon.
I cannot trust you, Damon. Can she trust him? She can't trust him to control himself. Okay.
I've never trusted you wholly. Much though I wished to, willed myself to.
Sorry, I just want a better view. Oh, damn it.
Cannot trust you, Damon. I've never trusted.
There we go. I wished to build myself too. This stuff, by the way, for the people that Flaccid has brought along, thank you very much, Flaccid and Zax and AJ, for sharing probably and getting people to come over here. This is the live diagramming of it. So this is not actually what I intended to do with this content. What I'm supposed to have done is have the diagram completely done and go through it with you and add commentary as we go along. That's actually what I should be doing. But because it's not ready, I'm just doing live diagramming. And then Flaccid came and said, why don't you diagram this whole conversation between Rhaenyra and Daemon? And I'm stuck doing that. So that's what we're doing today. But check out the other stream where I go through in depth episode 1. So that might be more interesting. I don't know. Either way, thanks for coming along, Ryan. This is House of the Diagram. Yeah, she's diagramming the convo. Basically, it's just I don't like saying diagramming this convo because it's not that diagramming. Okay, it's just literally putting the dialogue into a mind map form, which doesn't what's the name? Which doesn't. What am I trying to say? Usually, if I'm diagramming, I want it to make more sense. I want it to be a little bit more succinct. But whatever. Let's just continue, and I should just shut up. Yeah, thanks for subbing, Ryan. Hot D friends. Everybody wants a hot D friend. Okay, never trusted you wholly, much that I wish to wield myself too. Let's actually bring. That's fine. Guys, if I ever go on ADHD meds and that works, I'll be one of the most documented cases. Can you imagine? Okay. Yeah, meow. Never trusted you wholly, much though I wish to wield myself too. Cool.
Wholly. Much though I wished to, willed myself to. But now I have seen that your heart belongs only to you.
Ooh, that was the quote that I was going to put in the diagram, because usually with the diagram I don't put the whole freaking dialogue in. I will put a little quote box, and that was one of the things that I was going to do. Your heart belongs solely to you, solely to you. Yeah.
And when I was a child, I took this as a challenge, but
So on there, when I was a child, I took this as a challenge. And also we have, I'm going to put the, hold on. I took this as a challenge, but I'm older now. I have challenges enough. We actually have a little setup payoff thing over here, because she talks about, she says, talks about challenging him. Basically, it's been a challenge. And then later on, when we get to this scene with Corlys and Rhaenys, we actually have or some such like that over there. So I'll put that over there just to remind myself, and those two will eventually become connected. So let's do this. Woo! I love that. There we go. See? They relate. Okay. You asked him to marry you and you had 2 kids, almost 3 with him, but you didn't trust him. Makes no sense. Listen, she's being a woman about it, okay? She's talking cuck. She's she's talking shit. Because yeah, it's like, oh, I never trusted you. Oh, I never, yeah, okay. She's just trying to say she always had some sort of doubts about about what he would turn out to be. But she still, you know what? In spite of all of that, she married him. In spite of that, she had children with him. When I was a kid, my counselor wanted to put me on ADHD pills, but alas, in age, I was old enough to refuse. No, you can refuse. I personally am not going to try the meds immediately. I'm gonna try something else and just hope that everybody else deals with the chaos as they have been. Okay.
I'm older now. I have challenges enough.
I have served you faithfully.
Have you?
He has served her faithfully, but there's just this little there's just little bits that make it go he's tried. I'll say that he's tried, but sometimes he just gets a little bit ahead, just can't control himself. That's what it seems like. What she's trying to do is make it like he either serves her or he doesn't. When actually, no, he served her faithfully and has the tendency to go a little bit overboard and be a bit crazy, but maybe a bit sabotagey, but impulsive. That's what he is. I have no doubt that he cares about her. But of course, she is doing the thing that people do in romantic relationships where they just decide that everything is a lie immediately. When you're upset with someone, everything is a lie. All these beta men in the show. Yeah, he keeps quiet. Listen, he's not that beta. Gordon, as my husband, as soon as this conversation was happening, he goes, I'll be off on my dragon. Fuck you. That's what he says. Boom, 5 minutes later, Damon's off on his dragon. So that makes it at least a little bit more manly, where it's just like, well, fine, I'm out, boys. Well, he's not really, but you know. He's like, well, you're gonna talk to me like that? Bitch, I've served you. And also, you're gonna feel a little bit guilty for being responsible for a child's death. So I think you can be a little bit beta when that comes along. Please be a little bit beta and have fifis when it comes to killing children, please. I've served you faithfully. Have you? Okay. Questioning his trust. Just do all of this. I don't know. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah. Motives. Trust. Okay. Beta! I'd leave too. Fuck it. Yeah. Michael. She's mad at you. She's yelling at you. She's saying that no, she's actually kind of being a little bit ungrateful. But listen, you killed a kid. You made a kid die. Okay, at least that you made a kid die. That you can word it that way.
You.
But yeah.
Or have you used me as?
So she's now trying to make it about herself, though. It's true. I think these two things can be the same at one. True at once. He might feel a bit of an urge to use her, but he does love her as well. He's got darkness in his soul, and that's what makes him so attractive. Have you used me? Or have you used me? That's 2. Recognition grasp at your stolen inheritance. I love that pause screen, but I'm not going to take a photo of it. Bro, she doesn't trust me and calls me pathetic. I'm out, yo. Yeah. I enjoyed that pathetic line.
As a tool
when you
with
get
which
there.
to grasp at your stolen inheritance.
And then I suppose people are supposed to be like, "Oh my god, he's so violent and scary." But he gets frustrated. I'll actually go put here and be like, throws cup D. Throws cup. And guys, I can put gifs in here. So if I go and create a gif out of like him doing this.
Is enough.
I have served you faithfully.
Have you? Or have
Yeah,
you
and-
used me as a tool?
And I make a gif of him throwing that cup, I could go and put that in there. That's the kind of stuff I want to do. And that's the kind of stuff that slowed me down because I was fiddling around with it instead of finishing the diagram on the previous, in the way that I did the previous one before introducing new elements. Yeah, but basically that's what I'm excited about, is that I'm gonna be able to make little gifs. There's like, oh yeah, this little gif of him doing, because there's certain things that I want to refer to, like certain ways that an actor is turning and things like that, and I think a gif would work very well. And also when it comes to the sound, I can put sound clips in. It just takes a little bit longer for me to splice and dice and whatever, and then put the sound in the way it's supposed to be. So you would be able to go and click on my diagram and go, boop. The double cup slap was kind of hot, not gonna lie.
With which to grasp at your stolen inheritance.
Smack! Throws cup, it is throws cup, smashes cup and jug, or what do we call it? I'll just say throws cup and jug off table in anger, in angry. And we have anger. We have Allison doing some angry eating later on, and you know, it just whenever I see a girl like try and get angry at a guy and hits him and do this, it's just like, you are so fucking lucky they won't hit you back. You are so lucky. But that's what girls do, is just they think that they can just go, just fuck the guy. And then they're like, oh well, he'll kiss me and that'll be fine. That's basically what Allison does. Anyway, back to this one. That doesn't happen here. Don't you dare question his love for you, Rhaenyra. Oh, he's not strangling her this time.
When Sir Eric brought
Okay, I will put. Okay, wait. I need to. If I want to have a screenshot. Okay, I need your subtitles to go away. For now. Move you. There we go. Screenshot. She really does look like a younger actress. They cast it very well. Let's put it. Sorry, that's not throwing the jug. Let's put that there. Okay, go there.
you the crown.
Come back. Come back, subtitles. When Sir Eric. Literally, that happened. He did did place it upon her, but she's like, "Oh, but before that, you were doing this." Very womanly. Okay. Also, just putting obviously character stuff here because there's no. They're just arguing. Okay, cool.
Did I myself, not place it upon your brow.
Yes, but
Yes, but before that, see,
before that, you sought to lead a
you sought to lead a council of war. Yeah, he sought to lead a council of war on your on their behalf. He was good to go for a war, but that's because he was willing to fight a war for you. But again, yeah, yes, that does suit his motives. It just so happened that he wanted war too. But anyway, okay, just before that, you sought, and of course, what was he's supposed to do? Sit and just wait? Fuck's sake! You sought to lead a council of war while I labored alone in my bedchamber. He was supposed to be Beta and just sit and hold her hand.
council of war while I laboured alone in my bedchamber, and afterward, when I thought it meet
And afterwards, oh, it's meet to consider
the terms
folly.
of
The terms are first put before us. Then he goes, "Ah, folly!" Oh my goodness. This kind of goes with later on in the show when Eric says, "I had no choice." It's like, actually, everybody's put themselves in this "I have no choice" situation, and one of them, and that was the war situation. A good ruler delegates jobs. She has spent 2 crucial times absent and expected everyone just wait. Exactly, Lucifer. It just sorry, that's not how this works. You know that, like, you want to be equally treated. Then it's like, okay, fine. Then if you're going to go and have a baby, give yourself that time because you need that time. Very good. But somebody's got to do the job while you're away. Sorry. You can't just... Okay. A folly.
A folly!
before us.
To give up my...
To give up my... Now, this was a great thing that he turns it into give up my brother's throne. And then she goes, my throne, Daemon, my throne. It's very good. I don't need to break that up. To give up
brother's throne to the traitorous lies of Otto Hightower.
my throne, Daemon, my throne. My throne, Daemon, man. That will be the quote for this area. So even if I take this conversation out and put it in its own diagram, which I think I will, in which case, actually, let's go here. Daemon and Rhaenyra fight. Okay, let's put you here. Let's copy. Yeehaw! Here you go. No, you don't need to be that. Let's move you here. Delete everyone else. No, you mother. There we go. Do I really have to move all of this? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna put that here and then it'll make it all go in there. Nope. That's what she said. Go here, do this. Let's see what it does. No. Whee! No. Fine. Let's move it. Move it all. Wow, throws Jack. Well, what? Go here. Jesus, this is not working out well. Just keep it like this and continue and then figure it out later. Is everything still in order? Okay. What happens if I do this? Sorry, I can't let it go. I can't let it go. I cannot let it go. Oh, you cut so. Here, go over here. Yeehaw! Did you send assassins to murder children in their bed? D. Sent the Queen's vengeance for her son. We can actually change it to a downward one. Okay. Let's change this layout. For the whole map, let's do downwards. Downward facing dog! Okay. Did you send assassins to murder children in their beds? I should change their colors. Good lord. Anyway, let's go. Can I trust you, Damon? Never trust you, holy the Lord. Throws cup and jug off table in anger. Okay, there we go. That's the ADHD. I honestly think it's the ADHD. That's the only explanation I would like to give.
Damon! Mine! I think you used my words as an
Okay, I think you used my words. Okay,
excuse
what's next?
to take your own revenge. To indulge the darkness.
There it is. This is the quote. To indulge the darkness you keep. Okay, so that is awesome quote. Put you here. Going back to the other diagram. There.
You keep sheathed within you like a blade.
You think me some kind of monster?
Oh, I don't know what to think.
Oh, they'd be kind of monster. Well, actually, you're the monster. He is the reason she's being called a monster these days. Actually, the reason she's being called a monster. So it's kind of easy for her to call him a monster because he's the cause of it in her head. She doesn't know what to think of him. She doesn't know what to think of him. Let's see here. We've got questioning, motives, trust. That's basically the whole thing. How did I myself replace it? He's defending himself here. Yeah, defense. Damon defending himself. And his love. His devotion. Despite the darkness in him. He is doing that despite the darkness in him. It is there. It is definitely there. So let's actually do that. Also, okay, cool.
Think of you. I don't know what you are or who it is you serve.
I don't know what you are.
How am I not on my...
Yeah, so he continues his defense here. Definitely continues his defense here. Am I not on my way? Like, great acting as well. Yeah, she is being very, very, I can see why, okay? Whenever it comes down to it, like, but you killed a child. So you can, yes, she's going to bring all of this and be full of shit with him, and argue with him and say mean things because a child died. And she's in a whole lot of shit because of him. But he's still there for her. He's still doing stuff for her. She's just lashing out at him. And yeah, there is the darkness in him, and he succumbed to that in that moment.
my way even now to Harrenhal to raise an army in your name, Rhaenyra. Yours.
Yours. This though. Okay, this was, oh, you know what? He's not a beta. Okay, I guess he's not a beta. You're just gonna be happy about that, I suppose. Because she goes here, she does this. She goes, "Do you accept me as your?
Do you?
Accept me as your queen and ruler?" And she's being a woman, and you're supposed to just do the thing and say yes. Just say yes. That's what he's supposed to do. He's just got to say yes. That's the whole idea. I was sitting there going, oh, like it would have been easy, but he's not gonna break for that. No.
You accept me as your queen and ruler?
I will put here this key quote here, and let's get a snapshot. Go away, UI. Go. Good. Okay.
Or do you cling even now to?
She should have waited for an answer. I'm even more on Damon's side than I was before the stream. You know what? I wasn't on his side either before the stream. I was just like, oh well, you know, he done wrong, but like I wasn't on his side at all. I was just like, he's done wrong. I wasn't on Rhaenyra's side either. I was just like, Rhaenyra's angry. But at this point, I'm just like, this is so unnecessary. I mean, she's angry, but we could say we're angry about it. Let's not now question everything about our marriage and question everything about what he wants. And she's taking it all the way instead of just going, yes, that was stupid, Daemon. What the fuck were you thinking, Daemon? You're so freaking crazy, Daemon. Just do that. You don't need to go, oh, well, you want the crown. And because then we have to go through this whole arc of argumentation, and then she has to go, okay, I was just being over dramatic. A lot of the time, that is the flow of argumentation with women. I would say women like me, definitely. So a lot of the time, it's like, okay, well, can we reach the conclusion? Can we get to the point where you just say that you're angry about this thing over here? Don't talk shit about everything else. Just be pissed off about the thing that you're really pissed off about, and then we can get over it. No? Okay. She says that, but then she asks the question, or do you?
What do you think you lost?
Like he's not going to honor it with a response, but because I think he's incredulous. He's like, this fucking bitch over here. But then some of the stuff that he does say makes you realize what makes up that darkness in him. So what he does say about his brother, just remind me, I need to make that little summary and say, this is the darkness in him. This is where it is.
What I think I lost.
I think I lost. Okay, so I like what Rhaenyra says. She says, listen here, she's confronting him saying, you know, you took part in that. Okay, you were also to blame in the way that things happened with you and Viserys. You were full of shit too. Okay, Viserys was weak, cool, whatever. But you caused cuck. You caused shit. Okay, what I think was lost. You did.
You did not lose it, you gave it away. Because you thought
ever and only of your own glory, and not of my father.
and only of your own glory.
In his grief.
And not of my father in his grief.
In his grief. Who needed you? Oh, your father was a coward. Ugh, awkward, incesty conversations. Ugh. Okay, this now needs to go out of the summary. Yeah, cool. That's out of the summary over here. Daemon defending himself. This is now Daemon's getting into Daemon's darkness. Okay. Who needed you? Your father was a coward.
Your father
Who
was a
needed
coward
you?
Who knew I was the strongest son. This is the darkness. Oh, I love it. Who knew I was the stronger son. I was a leader of men. I was the leader of men. I love that part.
Knew I was the stronger son, that I was the leader of men, and he was afraid to be seen in my shadow.
And he was afraid to be. I honestly think he has a point here. It's brilliant. It is the part of the relationship he had with Viserys. It is part of their dynamic that it was that. So there was the rivalry and the thing of, oh well, yes, Viserys is not the glorious king, and then Daemon would be, but then there's also, I love you, my brother, but you keep fucking shit up for me because of just who you are. It's that all of these things at the same time. There's not one or the other. There's love and hate at the same time. There's not just, oh well, no, he's evil and he doesn't love his brother and he hates his brother completely. Like he still puts the crown on Viserys' head when he drops it. When he does that last walk across the throne room and things. Come on, you can't pretend that it's all one way with their relationship. Is that what you understand? Your own brother.
Is that what you understand of your own brother?
Oh, you know him better than I do.
Oh, you know him better than I do?
Who was raised at his side? Do you believe he made you heir?
Look, that was a question he did at some point. He had the opportunity to move away from he did make her heir initially, it seemed like, because of him, but then he kept it. He didn't change it. Remember, he had the whole thing at the hunt with the whether he was going to, that there was the white stag and white stag. Yeah. That the white hart, that's what they were gonna go after, and it was like there was that big choice basically of between, is he gonna change the heir or is he going to stick with Rhaenyra? And he stuck with Rhaenyra. He did say he felt it, but then he chose her. So nope. Okay, I was raised at his side. Do you believe he made you heir? So I guess I'll put that in there. You did falter. You did choose her in the end. Okay, let's go.
Because of your great wisdom, because of your virtue.
How dare you? Or did he?
How dare you? That's not a great answer, but I guess it's the same as Daemon standing there and just being like not saying anything. That's his how dare you.
Did he merely use you as a tool to put me in my place because he was afraid of me?
Tool to put me. I don't think he was afraid, but just afraid of what you might do, what might happen. Because there is the darkness in you. That's the kind of afraid. Not afraid as in afraid you're better than me. No, afraid literally because you're not better than me. that's
Because
the
he knew
reason.
your
Your legacy, unlike mine. So this is the darkness in him. He was going to have a better legacy. He had these big dreams. Damon's true desire. True belief. He deserves it. Okay, he has that belief there.
legacy,
Yeah.
unlike mine, would never outshine his own.
He was not afraid.
He was not afraid of you, Damon. That's not a question, so we can keep going. Oh, wait, maybe, no, this is, she's changing the direction of the flow of the conversation. Whoopsie. He's not afraid of me.
Afraid of you, Damon. He could not trust you.
She's saying he could not trust you, but I think it would be better if she actually just said, can't trust him to remain to remain consistent or to be sane. Measured. Sane. Fair.
Any more than I can trust you.
He was a fool.
He was a fool.
You sought greatness, but shrank.
Okay, this was a good quote as well, because this is like a career statement of Damon, because this is what he wants. Oh god, it's not clunky in that it's in yelling in the heat of the moment, yelling exposition, but it's because things have built up so much, we finally saying big things. Okay? He was a fool who sought greatness, but shrank from spilling blood to achieve it. Sorry, that's the thing. He didn't want to spill all the blood, but Damon's like, spill it all, even the children's blood. I'm actually going to do that. This is Damon. Spill kid's blood. Is okay. Is cool with Damon. There's a good enough reason, it's cool. Damon is right.
Rank from spilling blood to achieve it, and I see you will suffer.
And I see you will suffer the same fate.
The same fate.
It is the main thing, and especially in war, he's right.
You struck down a child.
There, you see? That's what do you try and bring him back to. Because she just goes, hi, by the way, but you struck down a child. Like, is there no line for you? That's the thing. You struck down a child. And he goes, it was a mistake, which I think is a good, it's progress. He actually admits it was a mistake.
It was a mistake.
Beautiful. It was a mistake. Okay. And then she goes, "You're pathetic."
You're pathetic.
I guess when I did feel when I was on Rhaenyra's side, when I was on Rhaenyra's side, mostly in this, it's her thing of "you're pathetic" is, yeah, you're pathetic for seeking for being for giving in to such a silly desire of just a blood for blood, like all the way down to just killing a child. Like you're pathetic that is a weakness of yours. That shouldn't be difficult. Choosing not to kill a child should be easy. That was my feeling of it. I don't know if that's how she means it, but it's how I took it. That she is saying you're pathetic to have this struggle inside you. That you made this mistake. Daemon's right. Though Viserys was a weak king, he made stupid decisions that divided the realm and also divided his family. He chose Rhaenyra as heir just to put him in his place. He did do that initially. Definitely he did do that. And he is the root cause of this entire freaking war. Because he was angry at his brother. That's also a pathetic choice that Viserys made. Is that he's like, oh well, I was angry at my brother for doing that. So I'm going to name Rhaenyra heir. And then doubles down as well. Doubles down on it all the way. Doesn't make plans that will suit everybody, that okay, if this one marries this one, just let that happen. No, and then also just decide, no, I need to marry Alicent Hightower because it has to happen. So yeah, it is all Viserys' fault, but that doesn't mean I don't love Viserys. And and that doesn't mean I don't love Dorcas is very upset. Come tell us. Go against what Yona has said here. Come on. He's swearing, he's very angry. Come on, even if you're angry at me, it's okay. You can tell me. I'll take it. We can get through it. We can get through it, Dorcas. But yeah, it was a mistake. And she goes, "You're pathetic." Viserys kept Jaehaerys' peace. Yes, he did, but only while he was alive. Only while he was alive. And yes, it is there. Yes, he did get rid of Otto. That's true. And appointed a very good hand. That was a very good hand that was then fucking yeeted. Oh, here we go. It's going. he's putting it. He's laying down the law. Okay. It was a mistake. You're pathetic. Rhaenyra says you're pathetic. He ruled kindly, and then rehired Otto. Yeah, because he was the only one that was left. He ruled kindly, yes, but that was weakness according to them. And yet he did rule kindly until his death. His actions still did result in this, though. It is up to the individuals as well, Alicent and Rhaenyra, to get their shit together and be friends. But no, Otto went and put it into Alicent's mind that Rhaenyra is going to go after her children, as opposed to Rhaenyra's just trying to chill. Actually, Rhaenyra's trying to grill, and then Alicent loses her fucking mind. That is why I am not Team Green. That's it, because Alicent lost her fucking mind. I honestly think they could have made it work. All the incest makes it work. Okay, everybody just marries everybody, and then that's one big happy family. He was firm about his family getting along, and he managed to convince Alicent and Rhaenyra to be friends in the end, but was too late, unfortunately. Exactly. That, yes, for sure. That is the main thing. Is Otto actually? Otto is also obviously responsible for this, because Alicent just fucking He appointed Rhaenyra because he loved Emma, not because of Daemon. Oh, because he loved Emma. Okay, well, I don't think that I think you can have that both at the same time. I really do think, unless there's obviously something in the book, but that is, I don't think you can completely take out Daemon. You can't take out Daemon. His biggest mistake is that he should have appointed Rhaenyra as hand of the king to get the realm used to a woman ruler. That's very pragmatic. Yeah, that would have been a good idea. He didn't know he could have. He was, but you see, that's the thing. He was that kind of character that he's like, everybody make nice, everybody make nice. You've sworn your oaths, so, and I've said get along, so everyone's going to get along, right? Instead of, like you're saying, Dorcas, he creates an environment in which they could accept a female ruler, hand in hand, that whole thing. That makes sense. Yeah. Instead, it's more like, because I said so, and then sweep it under the rug. You can't act like Viserys isn't like that. He does have that sort of thing of like, because I said so, okay? And you want that, actually, because you just, if everyone does what he says, then everyone's going to be happy, because we're all going to do what the nice guy wants us to do. Other people are going to scheme and be evil. Viserys kept that in check during his reign. It still happened under his watch, though. He kept it in check. He kept it stagnant. It was like it was waiting for him to die. He wasn't fostering anything else to keep his rule strong. He wasn't doing that. He was too sick, I suppose. It was a mistake. You're pathetic. Okay. And I'll put this here. Okay, pathetic. Pathetic that he could even such a mistake. That this was even a problem. The Lord still wouldn't have approved because he's breaking 100 years of tradition. Daemon should have been king, period. And if he really wanted her to be queen, why have kids? Because sex. But you see, when he was in doubt when they did have children. He was in doubt. That's why they kept having kids. But then when it came to that hunt, when he saw how upset Rhaenyra was, where she's like, no one's here for me, and whatever, he sees what's becoming of Rhaenyra, and he actually does make the choice to stick with her, though. He really does. And I'm saying this as the episode. I don't know what happens in the book. I'm saying in the episode where there is the hunt, he chooses to stick with Rhaenyra. Which, yes, might not be the best idea, but that's what his choice was. You're pathetic. And he leaves. Call him pathetic, he's going. Oh, it's not working? Yeah, I paused for too long. Dorcas, it's your fault! Yep, leaves. Okay, and the way that she talks about him after this is she goes, sorry, I'll go back to lurking. No, I'm joking. Please don't go back to lurking. Discuss. Speak to Yuna. Okay. Your pathetic leaves. Cool. Let's have a look at this in summary. Let's, okay, yeah. I think that's where we can do it. We basically, this is the darkness. In Damon is real, but all is real. Did want the throne. Did make a mistake. Team Green is what's good for the realm. That's Otto speaking from our Hiltsherd. Okay, so let's see this whole thing. Let's get a bird's eye view, man. Okay, so we had accusation and denial of the practicality of the facts of the what did he say? So okay, that. Then we have questioning his motives and trust. Rhaenyra. Doubts Damon. Does not trust him. To keep his darkness in check. Aegon is too stupid to be king, though. They should have prepared him better. Yes, absolutely. But he was against it as well. He had a lot of resistance against it. And you know what's beautiful about it is that you have a really dumb brother, Aegon, and then you've got Aemond. So you've got this kind of mini Daemon over there, where you would be like, yeah, Daemon would be a better king or a stronger king than Viserys, right? Yes, but Viserys was a fair king, so he had something going for him. Over here we got Aegon, who's just stupid, and we've got like the next level of Daemon, who's probably worse but has some sort of tenderness in him. So Aemond is the mini Daemon. I think they tried to make that quite clear to us in the show. Does not trust him to keep his darkness in check. Questions his motives all these years, or all his actions all these years. So that's quite a lot. So it's like it's going from this one act. Let's actually do that. Let's do a relationship here. This act. One act calls into question all acts. Okay. Oh, I love it when that happens. Cool. Then he defends himself here. Daemon defending himself. Here, despite the darkness in him, he still cares for her and cared for his brother despite his weakness. She still cares for her and serves her. Won't be commanded by her, though. Is this part of it? Yes, there we go. I'm glad. Darkness in his name is real. He can't be controlled. Okay. What's up, Sabir? Good to see you. Aemond would do his duty, but I don't know how well he would be as a king. Yeah, he's a bit. I don't know. I think he's got weaknesses, but he's a lot smarter at least. Maybe if he got too twisted, it would be bad. But the thing is, part of what twists Aemond is that he's the second son. So that's oh, it's so beautiful, so good. The characters are great. Finish the book. Okay. Not this book, obviously, it's done. He did want the throne. He did make a mistake, therefore not. He did make a mistake. However, does not mean there is absolutely no love in him. I hope so. I want redemption for Daemon. Thank you very much. Whole diagram of the Daemon. I need to change the colors of everybody. Let's do that now. Or actually, I will see what we have left in this. I think what we can do is, is use the summary to change, to put in here. So let's take this out. Okay. Because remember that we're not supposed to diagram every single conversation in this diagram. This is supposed to be some sort of summary. Rhaenyra confronts Daemon. That is literally, she confronts him. Let's use our summary. Let's go. Okay, accusation and denial of the practicalities. Okay. First, okay. Accuses. Just go accusation. Then go like that. And then what do we get here? Daemon defends himself. I'll have to change that to grammar. So, how do you feel about Daemon after this week's episode? Sabir. He still cares for her and serves him. And then we've got the darkness there is darkness in Daemon. Oopsie. Based Daemon. Gordon is like that as well. Gordon, my husband is just, but also I think he also says it. Says that to irritate me because I'm like, he killed the child. He's like, it's war. He's my favorite character and I'll stand by him. I don't care. Listen, he is still my favorite character because he's so flawed and complex and, you know, and yeah, I'm with you on that. He's the strongest character, as in like the most interesting character that you want to learn more about. Like if they killed him now, you'd be like, what the fuck's the show for? Okay. He didn't want the throne, didn't make a mistake. Yeah, and watch them kill him next episode. I don't know. You guys don't know. They might change from the books. Okay, the book. I said books. What the hell? He made a mistake. Daemon leaves. Yes. He made a mistake. He did make a mistake. He did want the throne. Okay. Cool. So we went and we did a whole diagram. Ooh, you know what we could do, boys and girls? We can test out our linking thing, right? So if we go insert here, link topic. So you can link the topic, link to a local file, link to it. So let's go here. Oh, House of the Dragon season 1. Yes, yes. Look here. Nah, nah. Go and this. Yeah, conversation. There you go. So when you go, this is what we can do. This is why we're going to have little tabs at the bottom. You see this whole projects on Xmind Plus. Boy, thank goodness the season will end before my trial ends. Well, not trial, before my sponsorship ends. Sponsorship. It's that they've just let me use this for 6 months, and this is my first linking, because basically, if we've got we can go and you go and you click here, and it brings you to the conversation that we the other mind map. It links mind maps, boys. Okay, I know that seems but that's nerdgasm for me. Okay, that's amazing, because we can go episode 1 stuff. Okay, so I can go over here. In episode 2, we've got payoffs, right? We've got here. There is he finds the coin. So I could literally go here, put a link to the topic, and then we go House of the Diagram. Sorry, this is not House of the Diagram season. That's season 2. Season 2 map. House of the Diagram season 2, episode 1. A Sun for a Sun. I could literally go and find it. Find. So coins. There we go. God takes coins and coal. There you go. And then we go, what's that? Oh, just hey, bring me to it. It's amazing. God takes coins, coal and Amen. There it is. How much is it normally? I'm not too sure. It's paid. I'm definitely going to continue paying. I'm definitely going to continue on the paid one, because I'm now used to having all their features. To like, if I can't make custom themes, if I can't, no, if I can't export to all kinds of things, I will be very upset. And if I don't have pitch mode anymore, like if we go into pitch mode, will you guys see it? Oh God, I don't know. I'll tap. No, you guys didn't see it. But anyway, pitch mode is fun. Go home. There you go. God goes to the Sum's chamber. She notices him, and he's there for the rats. That's the one! Eyebrows McGee! On Laris's payroll. I feel like she'll be a witness. But it's okay, she actually doesn't really. She's just only going to become something later. But what? Boys, when Eyebrows McGee makes her way back into the show, we can link it. Okay? So, maybe let's rename this as well. Season 2, episode 2. Okay. Cool. Oh, very exciting stuff. Okay. Whoa, let's see how. Sorry, we have a few minutes left here. I am still going to finish normal time. Got to yes, I've got to fix this up. I've got to move all of this stuff here. I want to move it so that it's the right way. Ah. If I do this, will you please just become main topic? Okay, I'm going over here. But anyway, let's go into pitch mode and I'll show you. Okay, let's go from here. What it would look like. Let's see if it makes sense. Pitch. And so I can see what you guys are looking at. Conversation. Rhaenyra, did you send assassins to murder children in their beds? I sent the Queen's vengeance for her son. What did you tell his vengeance? What did you say to him, Daemon? That our boy lies dead and I'm accused of killing him. Sorry, I provided me with names. Okay, so what it's doing is it goes like it shows you it's because of the way I laid it out. I think there's a different kind of setting you can do. Animation, auto, no animation. So you could literally just go like that. Anyway, it makes you a slideshow and you can actually go you can export it. Pretty cool. Go all the way down. Anyway, fun times. What I am going to be doing just for the next however until Friday, in which case I will show you what is this is our current progress. Okay, we've got a lot going on. So we just did this basically in our 2.5 hours we did this part. Good stream, Kitty. Thanks. Thanks, Flaccid. Sorry, I was going to call you Help. So what I'm going to go and do is put these little the easy stuff is putting in the characters, but then after that I have to still put this stuff in. I still use all of this stuff needs to go into the diagram. Aftermath, and also whoa. What I will do, one last thing, that just for my last thing, for my last trick, let's look at Cole. Fucking weirdo, okay? Just come to the Friday stream. It won't be Friday for you. It'll probably be Thursday night. But look. Okay, Cole. Yeah, cool. This is obviously it's the cloak that is sullied, and you know he is sullied and blah blah. But look at his staring. Look at him. Look at him. Look. Okay, he does this when he stops talking to someone, goes like this and stares into the distance, and they walk past him, and he stands there for a little while and thinks, and then does the same thing here. He does it all the time. I just haven't put it in the previous diagrams, but I'm going forward. Look there. See? Talks, and he talks past him, and he looks, does a little stare. And then, yeah, that's him looking. That's him looking at nothing. That is him looking at nothing. Because Eric goes past him. Eric walks away. And that's him. He just stands there and goes like this. You know what? Actually, what? Just, I want you to see it. And I'll put it full screen. Maybe get struck for it, but, you know. Where even is it? Yeah. Look at this weirdo.
A thief and a traitor to the crown.
Have I put it full screen yet? Yeah.
You well know how it pays me.
How are we to know that you do not secretly
Okay, so he's looking at him there. Cool, we've got him.
share his sense? I denounced him before the king.
So that's fine. We're cool. He's just got intense glare.
You are
Fine.
one soul in two bodies, yes.
Also, that is one of the one soul, two
If I'd
bodies.
shared his sentiments, I would have fled with him.
Okay, Lux looking off to the side. I'll give him that one. It's okay. You can look away.
First, your brother betrayed.
But then he looks and he goes and
He's
looks and talks to nothing. Ah. Look at him. He just see as a whole. What are you
And
looking
then
at,
the
dude?
young prince.
And then see, he's looking above him. He's not going to look at him. Cool, dude. Look people in the eye. He's so insane. He's so mad. Is he part of what made the Mad King that did his blood get mixed up in here?
He's murdered. On your watch.
You're mad, sir.
He is mad.
Matt, you cannot think
What
that
I
did
think
this.
has no relevance.
Okay, staring at there, it's fine. That's good eye contact. You're looking at the person you're talking to.
You have brought disgrace upon our ranks.
Still looks back at him. Good.
And now you must restore it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's gonna lose it again.
How am I to do that?
Okay, now they're gonna walk. Okay.
You will go to Dragonstone and strike down
Okay. Still talking to him. still
Rhaenyra
talking
in
to
her
him.
own halls.
Oh, he paused. He put his eyes, does not blink.
The way she sought to do with Aemond. We will pay the princess back in her own bloody coin.
Still looking at him. Cool.
Alone?
Does your courage fail you, Sir Eric?
It's not a matter of courage.
Still looking at him. Good, good,
The
good.
castle is defended against all enemies, now especially. How would I enter?
Your twin serves there at the pleasure of the so-called
Okay.
queen. They will mistake you for him if you play the part.
It's coming. Come on, just with the
Yes,
last
well-
one is coming. Oh, he's getting stuck. He's getting
So
stuck.
forthrightly. Not to traffic in deception.
It just in the people that have read the book. In the book, is he described as just never
Put
blinking?
down the pretender and you will end a war before it begins.
Just does not blink, bro. And then.
If they see the two of us,
You
together,
must not let that
You
happen.
would send me to my.
Okay, look.
Now will you go?
This is how they ended, basically. No blinking.
Or must I question your loyalty to the king?
And then he walks off. He still stares into the
As you
distance.
command. My lord.
And then he sticks there. I cannot handle it. I just look at him, just stuck there. Keep track of this, and please tell me if you ever find footage of Cole blinking. It's good acting, I will say. It definitely makes him quite a character for me. But it also, if he is written in the book to be a guy that doesn't blink, I'm also very fascinated. Please tell me if that is the case. But yeah, that is about it. Thanks for coming to hang out, for being, I'm sorry that this was not what it was supposed to be. I was supposed to be going through a full diagram, but this was just faffing around with what I did currently have. Hopefully, I will have a lot more, a full diagram to go through on Friday. And that will be the same format as last time, where I will talk. I will go through each block, talk. If there's chat, I will speak to chat in between each big block. Okay. But also have a nice life. And also, please remember, if you have come along, tried this out, please do
Go and subscribe, you shit.
do it. Okay, thanks. Bye.